We've done little fun predictions for just about every single one of the main bracket matches so far. I'm 0 for 3 currently, but I'm going to start with you, Thomas. Who do you think has the who is the favorite in this matchup, you think?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say Darkwing only because he has a lot of experience running this game. Being that he's held the world record a while ago. So I say Darkwing has the slight edge, but I'm gonna say this match goes to 5 games.
I would really agree with you there, except I gotta go with the opposite end. Hopefully I don't curse him since I missed all my picks, but gotta go with Shadow. He's shown so much consistency throughout the group stage, and even though his PB is about 30 seconds behind, I think his average was about maybe 30 seconds faster. So I got Shadow here. Hopefully I don't curse him like I said, but it's gonna be pretty even to begin it off right now, around 40 seconds for each of them. So it looks like we're in for a really close series.
Yeah, I know Shadow over the last couple years has really improved his touches attack play.
It has shown, man, and I hope he continues to do so. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't busted out a PB during this tournament, because, like I said, a few specific memories so far for me throughout this entire tournament is just Shadow. Like, there was one race where he was just pulling out, like, consistent, really quick 6 chains with good combo spam in between, and he was just, like, killing whatever that race was, and it ended up being, like, a very low 9-minute time.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I know Shawa, he likes to do a nice little setup, and, you know, he makes it work. You know, he sets up, you know, all the combos and the chains to go with it. But, I mean, he definitely has the cursor speed to be able to do very good skill chains. Darkwing actually getting a pretty nice dog right there with 23 seconds.
Yeah, Darkwing is so far on top of his game right now. Getting past Poochie, a little bit over 2 minutes. That's some pretty good pace right now, looking for maybe that high 8 to 9 minute range. It's really hard to tell beginning of the game, but you kind of like to make predictions just based on how they've been playing so far and just the times that they have been getting. But definitely we will see a lot of trolls probably later on. A common theme like most of last week and even the end of group stage has actually been Raphael's trolling like quite a bit, so look to see him maybe go at it again.
Yeah, you may have seen my Raphael in one of the games.
I've seen quite a few go over 2 minutes, not to mention like a very vast handful go over 1 minute. Hopefully people's luck begins to change, maybe even with this race. It's looking like it so far. Darkwing, he has just got the eye for all of these chains right now. A very good starting with an 8 combo at the beginning of this one. Froggy's going to be playing with a little bit of a high stack, but I think Darkwing's going to be a little short right now.
Yeah, and those 8 combos are actually really good because they send 2 lines of garbage instead of 1. So definitely, if you can spam a lot of 8s and 9s, that garbage is going to be piling up pretty quick for your opponent. That's really what you want.
And as I've seen this game being evolved over time and as a lot of people have been getting better, I've seen a lot of players get more consistent at trying to find those 8s. Because at first, when you're like trying to learn how to incorporate more combos into your gameplay, it was the 5 combo that was really hard to do. And why the 5 over the 4 combo was they just stacked on top of each other, whereas the 4 combos would lay side by side. And as people got better at recognizing 5 combos, it was only the extra step of trying to find another 3 clear to go in between that, because that'll make a 5 into an 8 combo. You know, multiply your garbage by 2 there, and I think people have been picking up on that more and finding a lot quicker kills. And it's showing so far on Darkwing's side, 31 seconds there, very good kill. And, whoa, Shadow's going to make up a little bit there, though. 19 seconds.
Yeah. Keeping it close thus far. Yeah. Yeah, but going back to earlier, about talking about combos, I've actually seen a lot of Yoshimitsu play this game. And I've actually learned a lot about finding, like, not only 5 combos, but combos of 8 and 9 a lot easier now, having watched them.
Definitely a good person to study VODs from, because he is a person I would say utilizes combos more than any other person that's done runs of this game. So you'll definitely learn a thing or two from watching him, or maybe even Shadow right now. 23 seconds, man. He is pulled ahead in this lead. I think he might have had a small lead at the very beginning. I'm not quite sure, but this is like his first kind of big lead.
Yeah, Shadow, yeah, Shadow setting up there. Ooh. Raphael does have a high stack on Shadow's side. I think if he dropped that garbage, he may have had him. I'm not sure if he spotted that opportunity or not.
Yeah, it's always a really tough call when you're trying to theorize if it's going to kill or not, because sometimes it might, or they could get lucky and find a clear afterward. And anyway, he's going to clean it up with 37 seconds, move into the cave first, but it looks like Darkwing might finish pretty close behind, but that A combo is going to stall him out a little bit.
Yeah. Darkwing should have him here. Raphael has to downstack quite a bit. He will run out of time and head into the cave himself.
Now, as we're starting at the beginning of this cave, this is a good comment I'm going to point out in chat mentioned by Cozy Pocket. He noticed that Darkwing's playing a little bit different, making longer chains with less combos. And that's an important thing to note when it comes to race format or tournament format, is people might switch up their gameplay a little bit more from PB attempts, because usually when you're going for PB, your time is probably a very big difference from what your average time through runs may be. And I'm going to interrupt myself really quick, because that was a really nice 15-second kill by Darkwing. I was going to say,
Darkwing took the lead back with a really nice hook bell.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on it. Those sub 20-second stages can happen at any time. Especially with 3 stages left to go, these guys are probably going to try to bring out everything here to snag this first win. But yeah, you'll basically notice people with a different playstyle during races, because if you go for some really quick combos, it's more of a gamble, to where if your opponent manages to clear, it can give them a lot more panels to work with, and can end up extending the gameplay when you were trying to go for a sub 20, and then instead it goes for like 40 seconds. So, I don't know, doing a big chain, I feel like it gives your opponent more time while it's in clear animation to get rid of panels on their screen. So, in a sense, it can help you out, even though it's going to, like, almost get rid of your chance at a sub 20 almost every time you do it. It's weird strategy how you look at this game, if you want to be more safe or not.
Yeah, definitely big chains are a lot safer, because, you know, you can just keep chaining, and you can easily set a big garbage block to top your opponent off, but at the same time, doing a bigger chain, well, it takes longer to do a bigger chain, and, well, you're going to experience more screen shake.
At the end of the day, I mean, I guess it just depends on how far behind you are, because if players have a pretty big lead, they can play a little bit more safe and go for those longer chains. But if you're behind, maybe it's time to pull the trigger and go a little bit more aggressive to try to get those quick kills. But I'm interested to see how these guys are going to be adjusting with only 2 stages left. This is virtually tied right now, even though Darkwing's been on Kamek for about 20 seconds longer. But he's gotten trolled a little bit longer. Shadow's going to take the lead here going into Bowser. And Kamek's still finding clears on Darkwing's side, but no chain's going to fall down. And Darkwing's moving past too. We're going to have basically a tie game at Bowser, but Shadow's going to have the first opportunity to try to take the win here.
Yeah, this is a really close first game.
All right, let's see how Shadow starts here. Just a 3-chain. He didn't really try to find the follow-up that he wanted there at the end. He gets that 6 combo at the very end here, and Bowser's got a lot of panels, so he would have had to wait a while anyways to get this kill. The 5-chain's going to be decent, but if Bowser downstacks enough here, this could be bad for Shadow. Meanwhile, on Darkwing's side, he had a decent follow too, and he's got the separated pillars. Oh man, he was very fortunate that he didn't die there.
Yeah, you do not want to die this late into the race, because that will usually result in costing the race for ya.
Well, this could be good on Darkwing's side. Bowser gets that second tier, but he's not doing much clears. Could he steal this race from Shadow? There it is.
He does.
And just like that, man, it was very back and forth once it hit the cave stages, and Darkwing just prevails with this faster Bowser at the end, and it looks like Shadow's gonna clean it up just a little bit behind. But Bowser's still finding chains on his screen.
Yeah, Bowser is just... sometimes he's just unfair. I mean, he's got that Yoshimitsu cursor speed. Maybe not the same chaining ability, thank goodness. And there's Shadoweh. He finishes 1 minute 28 seconds on Bowser. Yeah, that was a really good first game. That was back and forth all the way through. But it will be Darkwing Duck going up 1-0 so far.
Man, I can't help but think just at the very end on Bowser, maybe it was just a little bit of that drop chain at the beginning there for Shadow that could have costed him. There were a couple slip-ups here and there on a bunch of other stages, so the one important thing to remember when you're doing races like this and lose like a pretty close one is like, especially if you had just like a bad Bowser, try not to think of just like that stage killing it for you, because there most likely were small parts here and there that will do it. So just trying to clean up your game overall will usually make you think to play better, because, you know, one stage ruining your run at the end can maybe tilt you a little bit. But yeah, this one is far from over right now. As we've seen with all the matches and bracket stage so far, our race formats are 3 out of 5 now. So Darkwing one step closer, but Shadow's still got plenty of races to go if he still wants to take the series, because he can still afford to lose one more race if need be.
Yes. Yeah, Darkwing going into game 2 will be looking to take a 2-0 stranglehold on this match. Shadoweh will be looking to even things up 1-1.
Here's another interesting question from the chat here from Dark. He says, is Paneled Upon easier or harder boss-wise? I'm sure Thomas will be able to elaborate more on this, but I guess the short answer here is I would say Paneled Upon is probably harder overall in terms of a speed run. In terms of a casual play, I'm not too sure. It could be Tetris Attack just because the end opponents will like the chain more and will top you off easier. That's a hard one to say, but what's your input on that, Thomas?
Paneled Upon's kind of interesting, at least from a speedrun standpoint. If you were to speedrun easy mode, Paneled Upon is actually easier because the AI actually raises their stack at the start. So that means you can send fewer lines of garbage and actually get much faster kills than in the English version. I have tried running the English easy mode for this game, and getting under 6 minutes is actually really, really hard.
A lot of the times they're just so optimized on either version that you're playing, man. This game's only gonna get more and more optimized, which is so scary because a lot of the times are crazy good as it is. But you know, with the element of RNG present in this game, there's still a lot of time to make up. Like, if you look at the some of best segments for a lot of the runners, it's already better than the world record. But then if you look at, like, let's say Yoshimitsu, I believe his sum of best was, it might have even been in the high 4-minute range, which is like almost, I'll say it is impossible for a human to attain, but who knows? Maybe in the future someone gets like the most godly RNG run. Or if Cards figures out full RNG manipulation in a run, which would be pretty sick.
Yeah. But now to actually keep going, if you were to run, say, the hardest difficulty, Pound the Pond is actually much, much harder than Tetris Attack. Even though Pound the Pond's AI is never able to change, actually, the speedrun itself is actually way harder because all they do is they just keep clearing, they keep lowering the stack. They don't hesitate to do anything. They just go, go, go. So, you gotta do maybe bigger chains, have more combos. Your follow-ups gotta be better. And sometimes, even in Pound the Pond, that's just not enough because the AI is just more unfair in the Japanese version.
Maybe one day we'll get to show that off too here on the stream, which I'm sure a lot of people would love to see a tournament for this. There's so many games in the series that are like really fun to speedrun because they're all different too. Putting a Pokemon Puzzle Challenge rather in that list too, which utilizes a health bar for the story mode. All of them really, really great speedruns, and if you're a super fan of this game and ever want to get into it, try playing all of them and see which one's your favorite. Obviously, there's going to be different elements of RNG throughout each run, but each person basically has their preference, even if it is something like Pokemon Puzzle League, which has like an ungodly amount of RNG during the run.
You know, I'm surprised we have not done a tournament of Puzzle Challenge yet. There's actually quite a lot of runners for that game now.
Keep your eyes out. If enough people want it, it definitely will happen. So, who knows? Only time will tell. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, so far in this race, it's been pretty back and forth for the most part. A little bit above average times, I'd say, for both of the runners. But that's what will happen in this kind of series. Because I imagine it's probably not a lot of nerves for them since it's like the first round. But you know, there's definitely going to be some hiccups here and there because I think both players have huge respect for one another and they're going to try to give it their best to take this match.
Ooh, shadoweh. 16 seconds on Blarg. Catching Blarg with the high stack on the left side.
Cool thing to note, since I've been talking to both of these guys beforehand, shadoweh actually recently switched to playing on console over emulator recently. He finally got his capture equipment working for it, so he says it's been a little bit good and bad for him, and I think he's still trying to fully adjust to playing on console, because I think a majority of his games he does play on emulator still. But it is something, if you get used to in the long run, I think it will benefit him.
For sure. And besides running on console, it's just better anyways, because, you know, I have to fill around with, you know, inaccurate emulators and all that other jazz that, you know, I don't really have knowledge of.
It was always the input lag that would get me for emulator, especially for, I don't know, SNES just seemed like one of the worst ones to deal with, but there are a lot better ones out there now that have dealt with it. But I'm with you too. I don't do too much emulator, so I don't know exactly what's accurate or not. I know, like, one of the big ones is ZSNES runs really, really well with this game, but it doesn't emulate lag at all, so you can't do it at all during speedruns.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to comment, Darkwing Duck almost died on Lunchfish. He had like a couple frames to spare.
Good thing
Not sure
he
if
managed...
anybody knows that.
Oh, God. Yeah, it was fortunate that he did get that kill there, because Shadow is moving onto the cave right now, and if Darkwing did die on that, that would put him back probably 2 full stages at this point, and he's got to make up a lot of ground here. But what a better way than in the cave, which it can be pretty common to get those sub 20-second ones if you get that really good chain and combo starter. So we'll see what happens, as now Darkwing's going to be all nutted up here with Shadow. But Shadow's got this very nice 6 chain with some combos mixed in. This will most likely lead to the kill eventually on Hook Bill.
Yeah. Oh, so close to Shadow. He actually got Hook Bill, lowering his stack quite a lot, but found a clear. And there he is. Looks like Darkwing should have this kill on Hook Bill here.
Ooh, you just beat the timer there at the end.
Yeah, I saw Hook Bill. He was going for those purples.
Yeah, he was in stack lowering mode, so he would have definitely went for that purple, and it would have connected as he was trying to drop it down. But luckily, the stop time just ran out at the end. Darkwing has made up so much time now, only being down by about 12 seconds. And once again, this is anyone's game. We saw Darkwing steal this race at the end on Bowser last time. Will he be able to do it again?
That 11 combo Darkwing just did, that was cool.
Ooh, those greens were lined up pretty unfortunate on Shadow's side. Though it looks like this could be maybe... No, the purple's going to be lined up on Piranha's side, but this could possibly be a force kill. No, the green's still falling in place.
Ooh.
Wow, and because of that, here comes Darkwing searching back again. He's going to have the lead going into Kamek now. I think that was the same as last round, too. I think Darkwing had the lead on Kamek. Shadow took the lead going into Bowser. So we could be seeing a little bit of a deja vu moment, possibly.
Darkwing's got a really nice chain there. Throwing in a few combos.
Kamek's gonna find a little bit of chains here to stay alive. Oh, and gets those greens at the last second. But Kamek has, like, basically no stop time here. I think this will end up being a kill unless he gets that red down in enough time. Nope.
No. Nowhere near enough time. So now it's Darkwing that's going to take a first crack at Bowser.
Oh, and he's in such a good position right now because Shadow is struggling. He's only got 3 rows of panels left, and Kamek's not going to be topped off right now. So Darkwing in a good spot. He can afford to make some mistakes right now because Shadow's got to find a really big chain here to top off Kamek.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shadow just not do a big enough one.
Bowser going for a decently big chain here. He's got to go into stack lowering mode. Oh, he's not even going to have enough time.
What Bowser fight!
He didn't even have enough time to lower 1 stack there. And Darkwing with the sub 20 Bowser. He takes the second lead, and just like that, he is up 2-0 in the series now.
Yes. Okay, so to answer a question in the chat, the names are actually above their game captures. You see the stars also right by the Tetris Attack logo. The ones that are lit up are how many games that they've won. And then at the bottom, next to each player's timers, is their PBs. So yes, don't worry, all the information is there for you guys. Oh, shadoweh had a nice Bowser. 37 seconds.
Yeah, he cleaned it up very nicely there at the end, but hard to compete when Darkwing has a pretty good finish like he did so far. But it's definitely not over right now. We haven't seen a series go to a Game 5 yet, but this would be the perfect time to do it. Shadow's just got to dig a little bit deeper, find out what he's doing wrong here, and he could possibly look for this reverse 3-0 sweep here.
Yeah, shadoweh91. He is officially in crunch time right now as he is down 2-0. Darkwing Duck obviously in the driver's seat right now. He will be looking to close out this match right here, right now.
Alright, so we're just about getting ready to go for this third race. Yeah, Shadow's got to play basically perfect from here on out, because Darkwing's got 3 games in his back pocket. He can screw up on 2 of those 3 if he needs to, and I'm afraid I might have cursed Shadow, man, but I still have faith. Give me at least 1 win on my prediction phase for this first round. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I hope you were not betting any money on your predictions.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not. I might be living out in a box if I did, though.
Darkwing Duck with a 13-second Lakitu. So, 3rd time in a row he has beat the final boss. So, good job.
That's just like showing how much the momentum is on his side right now. When you come off a really good Bowser and then get a really good Lakitu there too, he's just showing he's playing really, really well. Looking to maybe get bumpy here, close to sub 20, but that last clear is going to stall it out a little bit. He'll definitely take a 21 second. He's cruising again once at the beginning here. Shoutouts to Resident Shitter Mathgran in the chat asking ridiculous questions.
Yeah, so the game they're playing, it's the newest Super Metroid ROM hack. It's gonna come out early 2019. I don't know if you guys heard of this. I think it's called Tetris Attack. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, also shoutouts to the finals for the 2016 tournament, where that's where that joke came from, is people calling this a ROM hack as they were waiting for the Super Metroid finals to occur afterward.
Oh my god, that meme was so funny. Oh boy.
Oh, very nice last second swap there in Darkwing's side to extend that out to a 5-chain. It looks like it was just enough to beat Wiggler there. So Darkwing showing a little bit of swag right now too. He's keeping this lead so far for the entirety of this race 3. Shadow's still looking for a little bit of the answer here. It looks like he's got a pretty good chain set up here, though. He's going to stop it at a 6, which looks like it will be enough. A couple combo follow-ups. If he maybe would have like dropped that chain a little bit sooner, because he activated a little bit too quickly that his initial garbage, or his combo garbage send didn't drop. So I think that ended up costing him some time in the end there. And it could have been close to a 20-second time, but, you know, 30 seconds, like I said, better safe than sorry. You know, there could have been potentially a clear that happened if he dropped it early, and then he would have been looking at a longer stage. So it's definitely hard to tell most of the time when to drop your chains or not.
Just gotta exercise just a little bit of patience, make sure everything drops.
He gets a nice 7 chain here, though, and this is his potential to catch up, as Darkwing had over a 40-second Froggy. No chain's going to fall immediately here on Froggy. He's going to have to lower his stack. The shake time does not save him, so there we go. Shadow getting that 24-second. He's going to be crawling back just a little bit here.
Darkwing had a pretty nice chain there. Oh, not quite enough combos. Still not quite enough. Oh, but it was enough. Solid 20 seconds.
Yeah, just when you think Shadow might be clawing back a little bit, Darkwing showing that he can still hit that 20-second mark too. Oh, and Shadow, he just gets it barely there. 22 seconds, and he is not going to be fading out too much here at the end. But yeah, now Darkwing, here comes the 7 chain. He's going to make it an 8 chain because he didn't have too much combos mixed in there. And plus, Lunchfish had a low stack himself. So as soon as this clear happens at the end here, he might get the kill, though there's going to be a lot of shake, and Lunchfish should make this blue clear.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Shadow with 6 chain on his side. There was no combo sent immediately, though, so he's going to have to dig a little bit deeper.
Yeah, it's going to need... Oh, the follow-up just wasn't quite good enough. Oh, that's a second tier. Yeah, there's just nothing you can do about that. That's just pure RNG.
That's a situation I see very few times when the second tier is the thing that falls from the garbage and makes a chain.
I've seen that quite a lot in not only this game, but the Japanese equivalent as well. And it just sucks when it happens.
But yeah, because of that Lunchfish, Darkwing cleans up Raphael very nicely. They finished about at the same time there, but unfortunately, Shadow being a stage behind. Darkwing on the cave, which he's done really, really well throughout these first 2 races. And if he manages to replicate that performance here for the second race, he's looking at a clean 3-0 sweep to move on to quarterfinals. Shadow's he's got to start playing a little bit better from here on out. He's still got a chance, but he cannot afford any more mistakes.
I look like Darkwing might have been... Oh, never mind. Nice 29-second hook bill fight for Darkwing. So he's starting to open up quite a lead now, and it's only going to keep getting bigger as long as Raphael keeps trolling shadoweh on his side.
Yeah, the new strats that Darkwing's been doing has just been helping with his consistency so far for this match. And yeah, this about a 2-stage lead right now. It's looking good for him, but his chain was not the greatest here at the start, and it's going to continue to keep breaking as this match is going on. And here comes Piranha starting up another chain. So as Shadow struggled on stages 7 and 8, He's got an opportunity here to make up some ground, but he's got to make something really, really nice right now.
Darkwing actually almost got buried in garbage by Naval. That could have been really bad for Darkwing. But he gets the kill, and he will maintain an almost 2-stage lead over shadoweh. So, Darkwing, he's in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, he's in the driver's seat. Shadow looks like he's out of gas himself right now. These past 3 stages, man, it hasn't looked like Shadow's normal gameplay, as he's been dropping some chains here and there and just hasn't had enough garbage output. As you can see, if Hookbill manages to lower the stack, he's a little bit short again, just that little gap at the top. Fortunately for him, it took Hookbill a little bit to find that extra clear at the bottom, but he's lost so much time right now. He's gonna most certainly need sub 30-second fights, maybe even close to like sub 20 from here on out, because if Darkwing gets this kill on Kamek pretty soon, this is just about over for him.
Yeah, shadoweh really needs to start going for these world record strats. Try to cheese out these opponents. There's the kill on Kamek for Darkwing. So he's gonna have a lot of time to play with on Bowser here. Yeah, this is where shadoweh really needs. Oh dear. Shadoweh is just not sending enough. Meanwhile, Darkwing, oh, he's got a really nice chain going up there. 7 chain with some combos.
Playing it safe with a pretty big lead here. Bowser's going to be topped off and his cursor's at the bottom. He's going to need to dig deep if he wants to survive, which he does.
Just barely. And Bowser's going to actually be able to chain a little bit. Find some more stop time. Now, I mean, it's unlikely. I mean, anything can still happen.
Not anymore, though.
But it's not going to happen.
Yeah, Darkwing's pressure was just so relentless at the end there, and Bowser had to eventually get rid of all his panels on his screen. So, Darkwing with the new strats paying off here. Manages to get the sweep here, 3-0 versus Shadow, and that 17 seconds is just coming a little bit too late. This is a really good stage by him, but fortunate thing for Shadow is this is winner's bracket, so he's still got a chance to make a run here in losers. So he's going to need to go back to the drawing board, but he will have this entire week to relax to figure out who his opponent will be.
Yeah, thankfully for him, he is not out of the tournament just yet, but if he were to lose another match, he will be out, though. Oh, okay. shadoweh was really playing with the stop time there. But he will be okay for the time being.
Bowser's gonna have a lot of panels here. He's looking to make this match go for a little bit longer. Shadow's gonna drop this big chain on him right now, though, so he's gonna occupy Bowser for a little bit. He might need to find a little bit more of a follow-up, though, if Bowser happens to chain a little bit more. This is a good position to be in, though. He's gonna have to lower that entire right stack, and if he has the little combo follow-up, yep, that'll be the kill.
Nice. Yeah, shadoweh finishing in about 12 minutes and 14 seconds.